A very good evening. Oh my goodness. This wasn't meant to be happening tonight, but it is. It's a thing.
It's a thing now, Mel.
I'm not going to tell you what the thing is yet, but I'm going to tell you where to watch us and how to shop, and then we're going to go straight into a demo because this product from Cadence is... Stop it! Stop it! Is fabulous. Right, Hannah Stone, you're in trouble tonight. She sleeps in the room next to me, so I'm going to keep her awake all night. I'll just keep opening the door going, you awake? Yeah, no, you won't. Anyway, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. You can watch us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop with us on one of our social media platforms, we're going to show you a product and we're going to give you a code. And that product, all you're going to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video, and that will pop it into a basket for you. Then you'll receive a message to your social media inbox that says thank you for your order, and within that message there will be a link. Click on that link to get you to check out. You need to check out those baskets, otherwise you're going to lose your product. And before you check out, make sure you log into your account, please, because it's really important that you do, because then you get your club discount, you get your loyalty points, and on a basket over £35, you get free postage. If you're watching with us on our website, highlightcrafts.com, you can either use the shop code or, easier still, and this is how I do it, just click add to basket. Little red shopping bag will appear at the top of your screen, and when you're ready, just press checkout and you're good to go. Click on that basket, that'll take you through that process. But again, please log in. Right, done. David.
Okay.
Show me this.
You ready?
I'm ready. Ready? Woo,
Look at this.
How fabulous is this? That texture's amazing.
Look at this. It is expanding. You've got popcorn happening right in front of us. Look at that. Oh.
Look at that.
That there is the brand new Cadence Expanding Paste to create incredible texture, a variety. This here, I've just painted this out. We're going to show you all of the application, all of the processes, but look at what you can create. This is incredible. It's brand new for us today.
Look how that looks like a piece of lace has been put on top of a coaster.
It does,
doesn't it?
It is incredible. It's so easy to use.
Isn't that amazing?
Anyone can do this.
Right, shop paste. Get on it, shop paste. Cadence Expanding Relief Paste, 150ml jar, $14.99. Shop paste, don't miss out on this. This is incredible. Look at it on fabric. Look at that. Honestly, through a stencil.
It's incredible. It comes to life.
And
it literally moves. It's washable. It's machine washable on fabric.
Look at this. How amazing is this through your A Night to Remember?
Yeah.
And just so that you know, these stencils are going to be SVG files tomorrow, so you could make them that big and use the paste through them and then do this. Paint over the top. Debbie's been mixing paint with it. Absolutely fabulous. You do not want to miss out. Brand new product tonight. Wasn't meant to be happening until next week.
Nope.
Brought it forward because we knew that you'd love it. Isn't that amazing?
Definitely. Of course, we had Makeover Monday earlier today, and we wanted to continue with that theme, but also then introduce even more new to you. We've never actually been able to share this with you from Highlight Crafts before. Nope. This is the Cadence Expanding Paste. It is reactive to heat. So, of course, soon as you add your heat gun to it, it grows.
10%. Oh, it's already in people's baskets. I knew you'd love it. How amazing is that? It reminds me, when you look at it like this, it reminds me of those candlewick bedspreads.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Do you remember those candlewick throws?
Really heavy embroidery.
Lovely. It is. It's just fabulous.
I love it to bits. Now, again, you can stencil with this, you can paint with it, you can sponge with it, you can use your paintbrush with it if you wanted to go over decorative areas of rice paper, your own personal paintings that you've done. but of course it's machine washable on fabric. You can use it on terracotta, paper, cardstock, plastics, as well as fabrics. You can use it on a wide variety, even glassware. Outdoor. So of course with the curing process, it happens instantly. It happens before your eyes. You get this incredible texture, and we're going to show you more of this throughout the show. Of course, we're going to do lots of it.
I love it.
We're going to mix in our metallics, our acrylics. We're going to do different application techniques, of course, whether they be fabric or onto wooden items. As long as that surface you're working onto takes heat, you can use this paste.
Isn't that just
It's incredible.
amazing?
You need a heat gun, not a hairdryer, so you do need a definite heat tool, like with your embossing powders, but it is fabulous.
Lorraine says it'll be amazing for snow on Christmas cards.
It is perfect for snow on Christmas cards.
But what I love is it's different to the puff paint.
Yes.
It's just a different level of quality and different things that you can do with it, really, isn't
absolutely.
it? It's so much more, what's the word?
Versatile.
That's the word. Thank you.
With ones
Versatile.
like this,
approaching 20% is now in people's baskets.
Okie dokie. I mean, adding your gilding waxes or your metallic paints over the top of it is something that you just have to do straight away. It's so fun. Of course, I've mixed in a pearlized pink and also a wonderful deep blue colour as well from our metallic ranges that we have on the shows today as well. But this allowed me then to incorporate other areas of my Cadence that I've worked with today, which is great.
Right, I'm going to throw you a curveball now. Andrew, do you think we should do it through a stencil now?
Yeah.
Let's do it, shall we? Okay.
I think we should, just because we'll go down the counter and we'll show you everything else, but I need you to get it in those baskets, because if approaching 20% has gone in 4 minutes, it might not last the show, and I need you to know that it's there. And if you know anybody that isn't watching that wants, that you think will want it, please message them and tell them, can you colour it on fabric, Jonathan? Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Can we use expanding paste for snow on Christmas cards? Yes, absolutely. Honestly, I don't think there's many things that you'd say no to with this, is there really?
No,
and there's
literally.
lots of people watching. So you need some fluffy stuff alternative. Yes, Amanda, but with lots and lots of different applications, which is amazing.
Okay, so first part of the process, I'm working on some black fabric here. We're going to go into wood, all sorts throughout today's show. But application, super simple, super easy. I'm using one of our A Night to Remember stencils here. Going into the expanding paste, you get loads inside
I know,
here.
and it's very affordable.
It goes such a long way, honestly. Now.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting the consistency to be like.
Okay, well, what about this
fluid,
then?
Isn't it?
It is, look at that.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not in a sense where you're going to have to be really troweling it through.
It's a double cream, right?
Absolutely, indeed. Now I'm just going to do a portion of this stencil.
Love it.
It's so good. So take it with your palette knives. We've got these on the show as well. We've got everything that you could possibly need to get your projects done. Okay, spread it through. Okay, I'm going to do this so it almost fades out. So we're just going to do a patch of this one.
Lovely.
Just so you can see the application. Doesn't need to be a really thick layer. You can do it ultra fine and incredibly thin, as well as dimensional and thick. All the excess back inside that pot, okay? Then, of course, return the lid to the pot.
I'm proper giddy about this. I love it.
Take your stencil away.
The fact that you can do it on fabric and it can go outside.
I know, it's fabulous.
That's ridiculous.
On all weights of fabric as well.
I know.
Okay, we're going to bring our heat tool up to temperature. I'm on a glass mat for this one.
25%, David.
Oh my goodness.
Hurry up.
Okay, so we start to add our heat to our fabric now and watch the magic happen. I'm working onto a glass mat for this for safety, of course. Look at this. Okay, so we're bringing in all of that heat.
That's amazing.
It's incredible. Look at that. If you bring it up a little bit, of course, it will happen just that little bit quicker because you're not working against the heat of your glass mat. But look at this. It's quick, it's instant. You're curing it as you're letting it evolve as well. Look at that. It's so fun, honestly. It's the most exciting thing because you get to see it happen.
That's amazing.
And you go back over for extra height, so heat it up again, make it even bigger.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, imagine if you did your layered paste and then on your last layer, you did that.
Oh, we don't have to imagine you can do it.
You can do it.
Look
Isn't
at
that
me.
amazing? And you can mix paint with it to colour it, right?
Oh, of course you can. You mix any of your hybrids or any of your metallics in with this. You can create your very own dimensional, heat-reactive, expanding, popcorning paste.
Carol Lewis, I
from
love
Cadence.
you. Do you know that? She says, stuff the bank manager. It's not his money.
It's not. It's yours.
I love that. I love that. That's amazing. I think that's just incredible, isn't it?
And now, of course, already it is dry for you. Once you've heat set it, just as we've done there, with that popcorning process happened, you want to leave it for about 20 minutes, okay, for it to fully cool down and, of course, just set. And then you're good to go. Whether you've gone onto a tote bag, whether you're going onto denim, whether you're going onto a jacket, whether you're going onto something that you use in everyday life, like a vanity bag, or even sentiments look incredible. Think about garments, think about clothing, think about not only fabrics though, wooden items for you to create your texture on your canvases, which would look really nice. But this one here, I started this project, one of my favourite ones so far, but I love the feel of it.
I do too. It's,
Hannah was saying
it's like
she loves
rubberised,
this.
isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Hannah's favourite texture.
She loved it because she said it's so soft and it's just gentle on your hands as well, which is just so beautiful. It is incredible. I might actually do a little pillowcase for Hannah in this because we're send it next door.
That would be amazing. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Fabulous.
But then, of course, mix any of your colours in with it. That is where it gets exciting. It doesn't just end there. You can then let it evolve. Of course, always return the lid back to the pot because, again, we have got a product that's reactive with not only air but heat.
Hannah, Father Christmas's boot prints.
Oh, that's good.
It'll look, it's got the chevrons on, it'll look like snow.
Yeah, don't paste it on the carpet, though.
Oh, no, I know that, but you could do it on acetate and put them on the floor. Come on, imagination, man. That's brilliant. Look at that.
So it really does go an incredibly long way in terms of creativity. Wherever you want to take it, this is a paste that we have never done before, one that we weren't going to do for at least another week. Well, after Glasgow, that's for sure. And this here is now for you here at Live Shop.
I love it. Right, shop paste. $14.99 gets you the brand new Expanding Relief Paste, 150 ml, and you can see it's quite liquid, so you don't use a lot. It's not like a thick paste that you then lift off. I think that's absolutely fabulous. But for me, it's that. Yeah. Because from a distance, that's lace.
Oh,
right?
It's lace so much. It is definitely
Isn't
lace.
that incredible? Look at it. It's just beautiful. Absolutely love it. And the very fact that you can add paint to it, 30% of it is now allocated in people's baskets. This is just a fabulous, fabulous product. Are you doing your little flowers now?
I think so.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I'm just having a play because, of course, if you want to do decorative painting, you could go over the top of your decorative painting with Stephanie as well.
Yeah,
I'm just going now with a little bit of this, just with a paintbrush, of course, and I'm going back over. Okay, and then I'm going to go in the centre. And just do some little dots like this. Oh, middle of a flower, your stamens. And let's puff this one up, shall we? Look at this. Straight in with our heat again. And it's instant. It literally takes seconds for it to come to life.
Look at that.
It's so good. It's just evolving on the surface.
That is amazing.
And then you go in with all your finger waxes, all your gilding techniques, the lot. But look at how much it grows.
Oh, I know, it's amazing. It's just fabulous. And it fills in the gaps, look.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it?
You might think, oh, well, I've not gone all the way over with that. No, it covers it completely.
Right, okay, shop paste, $14.99. Right, we need to move on now. So, next, Arteza. Now, we've only got 6 of these left, Arcade tells us 5 now.
Oh.
Shop knife, Arteza palette knives, both of them $8.99. What? $8.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. That being said, this here for you is going to be the best purchase you ever make to go alongside your paste. You need the right palette knives to do the job.
You do.
I love this one from my resin cast because you've got the indentations there for mixing and also you can create lovely texture with your capellas.
Yes.
But this here is a really long, flat edge, rounded palette knife. Cleans really easily. It's fully flexible, so if you're going through your stencils, you've got a full length here. So you're going to broader stencils, larger designs. I love it.
This is what you were using with your piping the other day, wasn't
yeah, when I was making flowers with it.
Yeah, fabulous.
It's fabulous. I love them.
I've just had to change the code to shop palettes because I don't want people to get in trouble.
Oh, no. Good shout.
Oh,
shop
okay.
palette is
P-A-L-L-E-T.
P-A-L-L-E-T. That's
E-T.
how you spell palette.
That's how you spell it now.
Isn't that one that's made out of wood? Yeah. We're not extended your palettes.
Sometimes I really wonder.
I mean, or shop art, maybe. Arteza could be shop.
I just don't have any words for that.
Right.
P-A-L-L-E-T.
Everyone who's typed in shop the other word.
Please take that. Yeah, stop. Don't do that word. because you might get banned on Facebook. They don't care what nasty things you say about anybody, but they don't like that word,
exactly.
right? I mean, just the irony of that is just ridiculous. Anyway, moving on, because otherwise I'll rant for at least an hour. Right, next, shop rice. Okay, now brand new rice papers today.
Brand new,
go on,
absolutely.
David, you talk us through these.
These are our lustrous rice papers, so all brand new for you today. 12 new designs. If you didn't get the opportunity to join us earlier on today at 11 a.m. for Makeover Monday, this is where we launched them. So, of course, this evening we wanted to bring them back so you have the opportunity to get included and get involved whilst they're still at a great price. You're getting 12 brand new designs, starting with these incredibly vibrant florals in here, almost tropical, fiery peonies as well, which looks really nice. And I love the dramatic, dark, atmospheric backgrounds that you get with these images as well. You can see this almost looks like paper pieces.
It does,
you know,
it's like they've been made out of paper and then photographed.
They're crazy.
But also, these look like the glaze, like metal.
Yes,
so
they
it's
do.
a lovely, it's really does make it pop. I mean, how fabulous is that on that plate? Isn't that lovely?
They just look amazing.
I
So,
love
of course, trinkets, homewares, interiors, making and selling, gifting, or just crafting for yourself can all be done with inside this fabulous bundle of 12. We've got these which are really summery, vibrant.
Yes, Andrew?
The palette knives are just fully allocated.
Okay, fully allocated. Well done.
Right, pop those underneath there. And again, these ones are like your summer prints.
Yeah.
Love the watercolour style florals here, but again, this reminds me of that almost like pottery you find in Portugal.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I think it is absolutely gorgeous. So we've got all of that surface passing in there. And then we go through to these carrots. I'm just going to turn this round.
Amazing,
now,
aren't they?
these are your animals. You've got your leopard, your dog, and the cat.
These would actually work really well with steampunk.
They would.
Wouldn't they?
They work really well with that. So think about tying them in with collections you've recently seen here as
these
well.
would look
Maybe you've got the
fabulous.
moulds from emblems and you want to work with that.
Yeah.
Would look great. So again, there for you is your final set of 3. You're getting 12 A4s in total. You will get exactly what you're seeing here, where you'll get 3 on a ream like this. But you're getting all of them to craft with. They are fully waterproof as well. So
that's amazing, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
It's honestly, and it gives you a real sense of confidence when you're crafting with rice paper, because I know a lot of you give us feedback about your inkjet printing. These will not bleed.
Yep.
So whether you're using your Decoupage Plus, whether it's going to be your fabric adhesive, your dishwasher safe, or you're just using water or paint directly onto the surface of the print, you'll find no ink shifting or moving or bleeding.
No, I think they're absolutely fabulous. I love them. I love the fact that we've got a really nice eclectic mix right throughout. We've got really dramatic ones. We've got very folk arty ones, haven't we?
Yeah, it's nice.
And then you've got those amazing animals, which are just like paper flowers, and then those animals. So it's not like you're getting 12 that are very similar. They're all different, and I love that. I think that's great.
Absolutely.
Right, so shop rice, $19.99 gets you all 12. You've got a £10 saving on a brand new product.
How cool is that?
Right, next, David. So we have got shop floral. That's this one, right?
It is indeed. Now this here is your fetching florals. This is a wonderful set of stencils from Craftmaster, and the reason why I love these so much is they're incredibly timeless. They're fitting for almost every single project you do, such as I grabbed this one here to use with this design.
Love that.
The ease of use with these is incredible. Now they're A5 in size, so you can see here the scale of these allows you to work with card shapes, so when you're paper crafting, if it's just your ink blending, but going through these with that expanding paste just looks incredible. I mean, look at those. They are absolutely fantastic. And then we've got our magnolia in there as well.
And these would be lovely on some of your MDF projects as well. So if you got your MDF last week, these would be absolutely fabulous on there, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. So the fetching floral stencils, great to have in every stash, whether you're a paper crafter, mixed media artist, you like to work with fabrics, the lot or pyrography, they're great for that too.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Okay, so shop floral, they're $12.49 for all 3. They're half price. Okay, so you're saving £12.50 on that. Right, next one, Gilded stencils, which is these, which are the ones that you've been using on that bag, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So these, you're going to get 6.
So in total, you get 6 sets, and you're going to get 3 8x8s in each one with an embossing stencil. So you're getting 24 in total, which is a monumental amount of stencil work inside here, designed to be layered up so you can create a series of depth with colour, or of course texture, depending on what project you're doing. I have loved working with these alongside my expanding paste though, because the design work is so detailed, it looks incredible.
And also, they'd be really good if you're layering with your paints, wouldn't they?
Yes, they would. They would look really nice with this. Of course, as well, you know and expect quality from Craftmaster with our stencils because they're all cut in-house. So, of course, the attention to detail is always spot on. But not only that, we've got these at a great price.
We have, absolutely. Ready? Shop Gilded. $34.99 gets you all 6 sets. Andrew and Hannah both just went,
Sorry, excuse
why
me.
are we doing that price?
Got a feather up my
Because
nose.
we can. So, shop Gilded, $34.99. You've got a £99.95 saving.
That's almost £100.
I know, David. I know that it's 5 pence off £100.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was on my own.
I have one that can't spell and one that thinks that I don't know that £99.95 is nearly £100. I mean, come on. Hannah, help.
I can't.
No, you can't.
I'm useless.
Come on,
We're a
Miro.
great team.
We are a great team. Thank goodness for that. So all 6 of these.
All 6
now,
sets.
And these layer, don't they?
They do, of course. They work in a series of layers. I've been using them independently from one another, so you
Yeah,
can
absolutely.
see, of course, how the layers, of course, come into play. Whether, of course, it's the outline, then it's the detail, and then, of course, it's accents that are added within.
Yep.
These are just an incredible buy off the bat. You just need
they are,
these. Of
absolutely.
course, if you're in there and you're thinking, I want to do some stencil work, I want to have a play, I want to have a go at it, these are great. And of course, the fact that they also include one of the thicker, deeper embossed stencils, which we expect to be a little bit more expensive, is great because you run that through your Pro Cut, you get all that fabulous texture, of course, for your card making or to go with your gilding waxes, all that sort of stuff.
So in each packet, you'll get something similar to this.
Absolutely.
So you'll get your different layers.
Absolutely.
Like this.
And that's your
So
emboss.
if you're working with ink, you're going to start with your lightest ink first and go through that one. Then your mid-colour ink, which will then put that one through there. And then your last one, which then puts all that detail over the top. And then if you want to, you can emboss it.
Yeah, I love these
Or you
ones.
could use this by itself with your Pro Cut and your embossing mat.
Oh,
but with
yeah.
paint, it really doesn't matter which order you go in, whether you go light, dark, or light, medium, or dark, does it? You can go dark first and then build them up depending on the paints.
Absolutely, and as well with the thicker detailed stencils, I've been using that with my paste because, of course, with the thickness of the Mylar, it allows me to add more paste onto the
Absolutely.
project. So I've
Yes.
got a thicker project. Definitely worth a shout with that, of course. Asked for those to be put on the show this evening because we've got the paste. So you want something that's going to go hand in hand together, and also something as well to get you over that £35 mark for your free postage.
Yes, perfect. Right, that's fantastic. Shop Gilded, $34.99, gets you all 6 sets. That's crazy value for money.
It really is.
Right, next, Shop Deco. These are your Art Deco stencils that went with A Night to Remember from In the Studio. These are the ones that are launching tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock as SVG files for your scan and cut. I made a doily out of that today with the matte layer.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
going to show you how
check
to
you
do
out.
that tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm very excited about those shows tomorrow.
They're great, aren't they? I mean, the
Yeah.
surface texture is brilliant. I love these as well because you can use the channels within there for your foiling pen, all of that sort of stuff. And of course, we want to tailor it to everybody's crafting needs. So whether you love your SVGs, definitely tune in tomorrow for that one
Absolutely.
because then you can change the sizes. I love to have a stencil within my hand straight away. And of course, I also love my SVGs. So it's whatever suits you, really. But inside here, I've been using them not only on fabric, but also my decorative elements, even like coasters. And I thought just adding a bit of wax on the top, it really did remind me of like lace with all of the beads in there.
It does.
And it reminded me of a piece of fabric that I remember, I always used to pass it on the stairs at my grandma's house, and it reminds me of that. And I just think it's a lovely, lovely design to work with. And I only used a small portion of that as well inside there. Just mixing in a few of my different mediums, but you're going to get all of those. They're about A5 in size, I believe, for those ones. You've got a great surface pattern to work on
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
You've even got place for a sentiment there if
Yep.
you did want it on a card.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the designs, when I take them and take you into Canvas Workspace tomorrow, it'll just blow your mind what you can make them into.
Oh, I
because they
bet,
are
yeah.
fabulous. But yes, they're great for that paste. And I love that they're quite delicate as well.
Yes.
So when you put that paste through, there's still enough space for it to expand without it overlapping itself, if you
Yes,
like.
of course.
I think they're just wonderful. Right, just to recap on the paste, if you want that shop paste, it's the brand new Expanding Relief Paste from Cadence. This is its launch, $14.99. Shop paste get it in your basket and get them checked out.
35%.
35% is now allocated
Oh my
in people's
goodness.
baskets. You'll be the first. We weren't expecting to bring this tonight. This is a surprise
Well,
to
yeah,
all of us.
to all of us.
Not going to lie.
Indeed, because some of our shows, of course, the night before, sometimes you start shopping for those, and we
Yes.
sometimes come to a show. Sometimes there's no stock, sometimes
Right.
very little.
Yep.
But this was a little bit of a surprise for you all. So if you haven't and you wasn't expecting it, welcome to the club. But also at the same time as well, take the advantage and opportunity to do it, because I reckon it's not going to be here by the end of the week.
No, I agree.
Okay, maybe even by the end of the show. Who knows?
Who knows? Right, next. So we've got our Shop Magic here, which is just brilliant. Shop Magic gets you these fabulous 5-pack set
It does.
of different glues. So you've got your Bond and Seal, you've got your dishwasher safe, you've got your matte finish, your gloss finish, and your antique matte. This is
Yes.
a brilliant set. Making rice papers so that they can go through the dishwasher blows my
right?
mind.
It's-
Can't get my head around that.
You make a project that you have done from scratch at home that you can then, of course, use it within your serving, platters. It can be food
Yep.
safe. It can go through the dishwasher. It can go out in the garden and be exposed to all of the elements that we know that we get here, all over the world, doesn't matter where you are. But at the same time, this cures at 21 days at room temperature, and then, of course, you've got all of those added benefits included. For your fabric one, for example, all you need to do is heat set it from the back with an iron. They are fabulous, and this is a great. It's not a starter set because you get a very generous portion in each one, but I would say it's a great opportunity for almost a selection box of all of the adhesives that Cadence cater for in terms of rice paper application.
Fantastic. So Shop Magic will get you that set for $14.99. Right, Shop Spray. Another one of my top products from Cadence.
The faves.
Use it for all sorts of different things. Just everything from printing your rice paper to holding your foil down underneath your stencil while you use your foil pen. Literally, it's brilliant products. Why do you love it, David?
Well, the stencil spray for me, of course, I use it all the time. I've
Yes.
always got it here. Even if it's out of stock, I'm always using it because I use it all the time.
Yeah.
When you spray a stencil with it, so let's use this one here, for example. I've not got any adhesive on here at the moment. Okay, so if I just put a mild spritz onto the back of our stencil, it comes out like an ultra-fine hairspray to start with.
Super fine.
Always spray it away from yourself, of course. Now, you want to give it a quick waft, okay, which is about a couple of seconds. And then, of course, it instantly grabs. It's going to grab to fabric, metal, glassware, porous surfaces, as well as soft and slick. So you've got all of that to rest assured that you're going to get a good result. And it also will stick to a flexible surface, such as fabric or maybe something that's rounded.
And it doesn't leave any residue.
No, my hand's still really smooth.
It's
so,
really
of course,
cool.
it will only ever keep the residue and the adhesive on the stencil. You take it away, and then, of course, you've got a lovely smooth surface. So when you've gone onto something like glass, you won't get that mucky mark left behind, or even a dark surface where I've used mediums in past where, of course, I've got a bit of stencil residue. You don't get that. And you don't get that webbing either.
No,
Do
you
like
don't.
the silly
That's
string?
horrible.
You don't get that
Hate
either.
that.
I love it.
The only time you get that is when you get right to the end of the counter.
Oh yeah, well, you'll hear it
Isn't
as well.
Right to the end
You'll
of
just
the
hear the
can.
ball rattle with nothing else in there.
Right, Andrew's set up a code for you for Spin the Wheel.
Where is it? Where's
Just
the wheel?
type spin.
The wheel.
It's down here.
I want to see it.
There. Man,
That's the wheel.
that's the wheel. Spin the wheel. So type spin in the comments. Wow.
Get into the comments, everybody.
Yeah, type spin. Just spin. Not shop spin, just spin. Right, next, let's do our boxes. These wine boxes look phenomenal with these rice papers on,
do.
don't they?
They're so
Shop
good.
box, 2 of them for $17.99. That's crazy value for money, right? £9
Yeah,
each
I know.
before your discount.
They're great. Of course, if you're wanting the perfect gift, I mean, if you, maybe even you're taking a bottle to a dinner or anything like that at all, these are great for you to, of course, decorate, but then also have the gift within. And it's part of the gift itself, but it's also a great time for you to experience some wonderful crafting, whether it's with rice papers, stencils. You've got, of course, the brass fixings on the front and the back as well, so the hardware is included. And you also get this layer of jute rope, which is knotted on the inside, of course, which you can remove to make it easier when you're painting it. You'll fit, of course, a bottle of wine inside here, or whatever you want it to be. It could be chocolates, it could be a nice reed diffuser, it could be anything at all that you want to pop in here. It could be a tube of Pringles, I don't know, anything.
That's a great place to hide them, isn't it?
Ooh.
Hiding Pringles. Now, there's a thought, David.
Yeah, there we go.
I have a feeling I might have done that before.
Well,
Maybe. Good though,
so,
isn't it?
You've
Get
got,
lots
of
of
course.
chocolate bars in there
Oh,
too.
you would do. You'd get loads of them. But they make a great gift, of course they do. And whilst we've got them, get them, because these were one of our fastest selling surfaces that we've ever introduced from Creative. And they are brilliant. And they're so inexpensive.
Yeah, fantastic. So both of those, shop box, $17.99. Right, are we going to, do you want to do these glues at the front? Where do you want to go?
Oh, paints.
Right.
Okay.
So these are the back in stock.
Back in stocks.
Of the original, of new metallics.
Absolutely. We launched about 5 weeks ago now.
No, we've launched that many products recently.
Yeah. So, of course, it was about 5 weeks ago now. It was a Saturday morning. We had this selection of paints on the show. Before we'd even finished talking about them, they're pretty much all fully allocated. We were inundated with messages afterwards requesting them to get them back in stock. So the team did an well, they did a great job. They managed to get them back in super quick.
Absolutely.
Now, this here for you, of course, they're individual sets of 6, of course, all tonal colours for you to select which ones are going to work best for you. Or, of course, if you're like everybody else and gone for the whole lot, they're all going to work together.
Absolutely.
They're from, of course, their sort of heritage tonal colours, which was their metallics. Now, they're the pearlescent flat finish coverage. They're incredible. Now, they're completely different from the Dora metallics, which have your metal flakes in. These have your micas in. So you've got that wonderful pearlescent finish. It's incredibly opulent, very luxurious. It's creamy and velvety. Of course, as well, for this one, it's indoor and outdoor use.
Yep.
So for me, having a paint that looks so fragile and delicate, but is so heavy duty and robust is like an absolute dream.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So I'm going to go through them in order of the counter. So Shop Bright gets you your red, your orange, your pale green, your mint green, this beautiful, it's like a cornflower blue, and also your lilac in there. So that's your top set. Each one of these is $29.95 for the 6, okay? Your next one is Shop Dark. That gives you black petroleum, celery.
I love the one celery.
I do
so
too.
Nice.
Dark turquoise. That one is lavender. And last but by no means least, your night blue. Oh, look at that.
So that bundle there is what I used to paint him.
Love that.
So I blended and mixed into all of the colours and I just kept swirling. And it allowed me to create a wonderful, almost like mermaid finish on this one.
How fabulous is that? It looks like oil and water, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely amazing.
Do you know what? They glide on the surface though, because they're so creamy, they blend beautifully. So you can use all colours at once and you'll find you'll create your own mystery blend.
That's incredible, isn't it? I love that. Shop Floral will get you your walnut green, your grass, your light pink, which is very pretty. It's like ballet slippers, that one.
Yes, it's lovely.
Reminds me of my ballet slippers. You've got dark pink, you've then got terracotta, and you've also got plum in that one. That is Shop Floral. And then Shop Highlight. I love these. These are very gentle, aren't they? So you've got your aqua, your powder pink, you've got your, can't see that one, bright silver. You've then got your gold. You've then got, what does that one say, David? Pearl. And then salmon. Isn't that lovely? And it is a salmon colour, isn't it?
It is.
Perfect name. Love that. Shop Highlight. So Shop Bright, Shop Dark, Shop Floral, Shop Highlight, all $29.95 per row. Yes, Andrew?
Can I use them with the paste?
Absolutely, you can use them with the paste. So your brand new expanding paste, you can mix it into there as well. What it will do is tint it with, of course, the pigment. Your metallics, of course, won't be at the forefront of that particular technique, but it will give you that wonderful colorization.
Fantastic. Right, shall we go to demo, Andrew, and then do the back of the counter later on?
Okay,
Or
let's
we'll
have a
do
look
them
at...
as and when we need to.
Okay, let's have a look then at actually creating a bit of a blend with our metallics into our paste.
Lovely, let's do that.
So I've got some palette paper here. I'm going to select a colour to work with. So let's go with that wonderful dark pink. You could pick any colour at all, of course. Now to mix them together, what I'm going to do is we're going to put a small portion of our paint out onto our mat. We do not need much at all, okay? A really small amount is needed. And for this one, I'm going to cover, let's have a look. I'm going to go on to, in fact, I might just steal this for a moment, okay, because I want to show you how this happens.
40% now of that paste, shop paste, the brand new Cadence Expanding Relief Paste that launched literally half an hour ago. Well, nearly 40% is now in allocation. So if you want it, you need to get it in your basket, but you must remember to check those baskets out, please.
Okay.
Because otherwise it will sit there, Nobody else could, well, they can get it. They can come in and pinch it out your basket. So please make sure that you check out your baskets. I must have had half a dozen people come to me at Sandown and go, oh, I missed out on this and I missed out on that. And I was like, I can't do anything about it. I'm really sorry. You'll have to wait till it comes on again. So please make sure that you are checking out. Well, that looks like raspberry ripple.
Doesn't it just? It's making me hungry.
Don't eat it, but honestly, that looks amazing.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm mixing these together, which is creating a wonderful pink tone. And actually on the inside of this, I don't know if it'll capture it on the camera, but all of the mica you can still see inside the paste itself. So what's coming from that paint is actually enhancing this. Now you could do it so it's fully mixed like this, or like you said, we could have marble in a little bit in there, which would look really nice.
That's
You've got a gradient. Colour. Beautiful, isn't it? And I only used a pea-sized portion, so the more you use, the more intense your colour will be.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
Which I think it is beautiful. I'm going to go with this floral one since we've gone for the pink, because I want to show you how I did that project.
Okay, lovely.
So I'm going to go on the back of here with my stencil spray again. When you're using this paste, and of course, if you are going to be going through stencil wear, always make sure to use your spray. It's going to give you the best results and nothing will bleed underneath because it's a slightly thinner paste. Yep. Okay. Spritz it onto the back of there. Give it its waft, okay, and then go straight onto...
The weight waft.
The weight waft. And then, of course, pop it into place. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off any areas here. Now, if you'd not added your paint into your paste, if you've got it over the edge, you could scrape it off. But because we've got pigment in there, it would leave a slight mark.
We don't want that.
No, we don't. I'm actually going to mask off this little floral just there.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got all of that now good to go. You could go in, of course, with a brush if you wanted to, but a palette knife is going to give you a really nice, very even coverage. Yeah. Okay. So let's pick up our paste, and of course the consistency is still the same. It's
my favourite pink ever.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's absolutely stunning.
Very blue-based pink, and it's lovely.
So going in here, up to the edges, all right, all the way over that stencil design. Now don't worry about any texture on the surface as well. You know, if you've got ever so slight ripples, like you've iced the top of a cake, don't worry about that, because when you've got that texture, you would never have known.
No, you'd never know, it doesn't matter. And it also gives you different heights, doesn't it?
It does.
Which is great.
Absolutely.
So almost try and get different levels of layers, because that'll give you a really unusual finish, won't it? I love that.
It would. So what I'm going to do now, and anything that you've made as well, if you're making a larger portion of that, save it in a pot. It will not go off. It will not stop it working. So just hang on to that.
So when you see us bring those shows where we've got all those little pots, that's when you need to and then all that could scrape back off, couldn't it? And go back
you could save that, of course, within this
a different pot. Yeah,
definitely. Now what I'm going to do...
I mean, that looks beautiful as it is. It looks enamelled, doesn't it?
It's
wonder
great.
if it dries shiny.
Well, what will happen when you leave it like this, it won't dry shiny, it will dry matte, but at the same time, it won't be cured properly. So to actually add that heat to it, it won't have cured. So you want to make sure to add the heat. If you're just going to leave it there, that's fine. Eventually it will dry and you'll be able to put like your fingernail into it and it'll be impressed like embossed wallpaper.
Right,
okay. But to actually have the proper finished effect,
you need to eat it.
yeah, because you'd be able to probably pick at it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to bring my heat gun up to temperature.
Anna likes the idea of that, don't you?
Yeah, it sounds quite therapeutic.
Are you?
Yeah, oh, me too. I'm a terrible fidget. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my heat to it and we're going to start watching it happen. Okay, so keep your heat moving around. You'll see it almost go slightly matte first, and then that paste is going to come forward. Look at this. So I've got my heat gun on its high setting at the moment, and it's like embossing powder. You just chase it round. Okay. I'm going to go all the way around here.
I wonder if you could sprinkle embossing powder into it. Shall I go and get some?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That was a quick answer, Hannah.
Yes. Here we go. Look at this little bud here. So I'm going to keep going round all onto the surface here, and look at how it's just coming to life. It's like it's evolving. It's like a time lapse in front of your eyes, as if you'd sat there and watched it do this for hours. It is in seconds. Here we go. So anywhere where you can still see a slight shine, go back over to it, let it pop up further. And these bits here, I'm just going to bring those just, again, a little bit further up. I've got a bit of colour just there, so let's add our heat. And any of the edges that I've got just there, I'm just going to bring my heat gun to that edge just to seal any of it in. There we go, a little bit there as well. So heat gun all into these little nooks and crannies. There we go. Look at this. Sorry for everybody with the noise of the heat gun, but look at that. Now what will happen is this is still warm right now. This piece of wood is very warm. Ooh.
Andrew has a question.
Okay.
The longer you heat it, does it like keep expanding?
Yeah, so once it's puffed up, okay, and it's created that puff texture, if you keep your heat gun there for very much longer, you'll see it start to go up even higher. The second it starts to stop moving, you want to move. Okay?
Look at that. Look how it's created all that line almost like that. That's like the Christian fish, that, isn't it?
It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you've got really teeny tiny areas and then areas that are a little bit bigger. I just think it's, I mean, I've used the expanding paste before for snow, but that's a different texture.
Totally different.
It's almost more refined in its texture when you heat it. It's not just, it doesn't just do that. It does it in tiny areas. I mean, to get that like that, that's almost like cells on a paint pour.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You know, when you
it's
get
kind of
that
like the
line,
opposite way
yeah,
around,
it is.
isn't
It's
it?
amazing.
What never fails to impress me, though, is the fact that these stencil lines, some of these, you could only just put a pin through them in the distance between, even down to the stamens, and it's not crossed over when it's expanded. It's just gone upright.
Yeah,
it's
very
grown
clever.
vertically. It's not merged. It's not gone. You know, like when you put cookies in the oven and they all merge together.
Yeah.
It's not. It's gone up.
Because that paste, compared to a lot of the others, is quite loose.
Yes, it is.
And it still holds its form. That's how clever Cadence are, right? 40% of the paste. So, brand new today. We weren't launching this tonight. We were launching this next week.
We have to think of something else for next week.
We'll be fine. Me and you together.
We'll be all right.
We'll come up with all sorts of crazy ideas. This is the brand new expanding paste from Cadence. Indoor, outdoor. What the kind of surfaces can it go on, David, please?
So it will go onto fabric, onto glassware, onto wooden items. It'll go onto any heavyweight plastics as well. Of course, will take heat. Wow. It will also go onto like your heat-resistant mats, and you can peel it off, and you've got foam embellishments as well, which you can glue and then stitch. Honestly, it just keeps on going. You could also do it within papercraft, through your stencils, MDF projects. I don't really know if there's any more.
Now that's
everything.
Just fabulous.
Yeah,
150 ml part. Brand new product, so exciting, $14.99. And I think when you get it home and you try it, you'll see the difference. Because I've used that expanding foam for a long time, right? Way back, Woodway years, like 20 odd years ago.
Right.
And it's brilliant, but this is different.
Yeah.
I've never seen it have that clarity of texture before.
I know.
It's really quite remarkable.
It is something else, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. We're going to try one with some embossing powder now.
What I'm going to do though is...
my hands are itching. I'm dying to get my hands on this product. I'm like this.
Whilst this is still cooling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a go at this. Yeah, but I'm going to have a play with it. There we go. I'm trying to what am I doing here? I can't even... There we are. Wait, is that right? I'm having a brain malfunction.
Could you put it on rice paper?
There we are.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah, I did eventually. Yes, you can put it on rice paper, absolutely.
Oh.
That's...
In the centres of the flowers.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on here. Okay. Of my embossing powder. Okay. Don't know what this is going to do. Honestly.
Well, that boy's thinking about when he's supposed to be producing, I don't know.
Pollen in flowers,
Dinner.
apparently.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking of.
We started discussing that
Did you?
in the car on the way here, didn't we?
Right.
Okay, I don't know what's going to happen here because
It
I've just
might blow
sprinkled.
off.
It might blow off, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push down because, of course, it's not set just yet.
Oh yes, of course.
So we're going to try it, okay?
Okay. So what? Oh.
Look at this. We've now got embossed.
Look at that. Oh no.
So some bits are still expanding. Here we go.
It's like an undersea what they called? Organism. Isn't it?
A what?
No, not an organism.
Oh.
Coral.
Each to their own.
Just because you've got a filthy mind doesn't mean that we're all like that. Can I just say that?
There is no proof.
Oh, there's a lot of proof. There's a lot of proof. Don't make me go there, Anna. Don't make me go there.
Wow.
Just saying.
Right.
Might look sweet and innocent. Absolutely not. Should you add before you heat? Yes, I think it would be better if you had it before you heat, but I do like that.
Oh yeah,
finish.
absolutely. No, but
It is. It's like one of those, like when you see the coral underneath the deepest, darkest part of the ocean, and it's all just wow,
where the
it's
organisms
magic.
are.
All the organisms.
There we go. Right. So what we're going to do?
Not taking you on.
Right. Okay.
Andrew's just grinning like a Cheshire cat, looking at him like,
I'm going to go in with the back end of a paintbrush, and I'm going to...
I don't know.
Honestly.
Gosh.
So I'm going to put just on these little sort of faux art dots here, and let's see how, of course, it reacts with our rice paper. So I'm going in just to these little bits and bobs.
Oh, I love this.
I know, right?
So excited.
I just love that, of course, as I'm taking that away, look how it's domed and levelled so
It has
easily.
domed and levelled.
It's domed and now. So what I'm going to do now is then just do some smaller
Wendy
ones.
Corbett, I said organisms. Thank you.
Ah, okay.
Wendy Corbett says it reminds me coral or elephant skin. Once cooled, could go over with finger wax. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're like mad scientists, Carol. Yes, we are, aren't we?
You could do the 2 Red Robin's Family Favourites Volume 1, because that's got elephants in, hasn't it?
You could.
Ooh.
That launches on
okay.
Saturday morning, right?
That's Volume 2 that's launched
Oh,
on Saturday.
Volume 2's launching on Saturday.
Little preview for you there.
How
Right.
fabulous.
Should we go in with some heat?
Yes.
Okay, we've done our stamens, we've got our leaf here. So let's bring our heat into this. Now we're going on rice paper, so I'm going to put my heat gun on my lower setting, because it's a more lightweight surface we're working on to begin with. And let's see what happens. Ooh. It's like it's flying.
Leslie Ellen wants to just try mixing glitter in.
Ooh.
Absolutely. If it works with embossing powder, it'll work with that.
Look at this. It's like I'm watching little Yorkshire puddings rise in the
Yes,
oven.
look at that.
Whenever I make Yorkshire puddings, I sit in front of the oven
Do
and watch.
you?
Oh, all the time.
That's
like just
amazing.
watching them come up then. It was honestly
That's fab.
wonderful
Look at
to
that.
watch. And of course, you've got these little stamens. Then you can go in,
love
as we
it.
said,
Finger waxes.
with things like finger waxes. So if you want to go in with all of your different mediums,
Wow.
now is the time to dip into
Wow,
these.
wow.
Okay. So onto my little palette there, and of course we
That's
can go
amazing.
just down to the top, just on here, just to catch the surface with our little bits of metallic. And then I'm going to go onto these as well. Of course, they're still warm at the
Okay,
moment.
45% of that paste is now allocated in people's basket. Shop paste, $14.99. Don't miss out on this, because as soon as the word gets out there that we're... Wendy Corbett says, that's me told and not Andrew for a change. I know, Wendy, right?
Wow.
But she's laughing faces.
Oh,
you know I don't
good.
mean it, Wendy. Just turn into my mother.
Right.
Honestly, my mum was just like that.
Okay.
If you ever meet me, ask me the story about my mum and the boys that used to come up the road when they and do. Well, we had. So I'll tell you. Right.
Okay.
So we had.
We'll go in there.
My mum was on the council, right, on Ribble Valley Council, and we live on the top of a hill, and there's fields all around us, and we had a railway station built at the bottom, so it was easy access to get to Clitheroe and Whalley and Manchester and places like that.
Right.
And these 4 lads, teenagers, started to come on the train, walk up our hill, go along our road to the fields at the end, and smoke stuff that they shouldn't have been smoking, and drink, stuff that they shouldn't have been drinking, because they were only about 14 or 15. Anyway, my mum went out and challenged them one day, and of course she just got a load of abuse. So every time after that, they walked past, and she'd like look out the window, and they'd wave at her like that, and it really annoyed her. You don't do that to my mum, just like you wouldn't do it to me. So this one day I was at her house, and she stood up and she walked out the room. She went, right, I've had enough of this. Came back in, sat there smug like this in a chair looking out the window. So these lads have walked up. 10 minutes later, the farmer comes up with a slurry wagon.
Oh.
And 10 minutes after that, these 4 lads walked down literally covered.
Really?
Yeah. Covered.
Oh my goodness.
And my mum just banged on the window, and they all turned around and looked, and she just went...
Wow.
Needless to say, they didn't come back.
I was going to say, I bet they just told them again.
Right, Andrew wants us to show you these tote bags as well,
Ooh,
please, because you
let's totes
started
do
to
it.
do that on here, haven't you? With
I'm going to finish
with
this one as
I
well.
can't believe that paste stays on fabric.
Oh, I know. It's
That's ridiculous.
It's what it initially was designed for. And then, of course, going through onto different surfaces is just a bonus. You're going to get 5 of these tote bags in this incredible bundle. I love these for many different reasons. Not only, of course, can you do your rice paper projects onto them as well. They're a wonderful light fabric. So, again, all of the colours pop.
Fran
Go on.
says you look like you've been putting your fingers through your hair after using finger waxes, because you've got your...
That's because the
silver.
rest of it is that colour. And the rest of it is a box dye.
I love that. Could you pipe it like Capella? I think it's too thin, don't you?
I would say you probably could use a syringe or something very, very fine, but I probably would stay with stencil work or freehand work, but there's nothing reason why you can't try it. If you were to use a large nozzle, you might find that the shape will disappear.
Yeah. And when do you think she's cute sometimes?
Oh, thanks, Wendy.
Fact, she puts sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, what? Sometimes. Sometimes.
Just occasionally cute.
One second.
I think that's hilarious. Right, shop tote. That's brilliant. Shop tote, you're going to get 5 tote bags for $12.99. That's ridiculous. Shop tote. That's brilliant. Linda says, you guys are having far too much fun. Love it. Oh, this is just standard.
This is,
don't forget to type spin in the comments. Spin that wheel.
Spins the wheel. You got to do it.
Right.
Okay.
So, shop tote.
5 of these, they're brilliant. Of course, the light base, which of course means going onto your rice papers, all the colours is going to pop. You don't have to paint it first. They are machine washable as well. They are cotton. So, of course, you can use them with your rice papers, with your paste, with your paints, your hybrids, metallics, you name it, the lot.
Wow.
I just think they're great. And, of course, I love as well that the stitch isn't at the bottom of them. So, that's not where your weakest point of the fabric would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's actually a continuation of fabric the entire way around.
Brilliant.
But an all-round surface, whenever I'm going to cushions or anything like that, I think about fabric wear that I would use. Something that I would use whether I'm going to the shops or as a gift, or whether, of course, you're going on holiday and you want a nice new beach bag. You know, anything like that. How cool is that?
Yeah, really cool. Right, Andrew wants to just go over these. We can do another paste after because we can go a bit over, can't we?
Don't mind.
Don't mind. Not too long.
Depends if I'm...
I know, but David's not, Andrew.
Depends how Wendy feels.
Yeah. I have tummy ache from laughing. Wendy says I have tummy ache from laughing. Tenor lady moment.
Oh. I've always got wet floor sign on standby over here.
I love the fact that we can just say stuff like this now because we honestly, it's just brilliant, right? Oh, David, what's the stencil on the bag, please? It's one of these, Mrs. H999. I love that.
Okay, yeah, it's one of our...
this one out of your...
one of the background.
Out of your stencils, so your gilded stencils. So you're getting 6 different packs, each with 3 layered stencils and an embossing stencil in there as well. And you're getting all 6 sets for £34.99 with a £99.95 saving. And as David pointed out, that's nearly £100.
It is.
I know, love. I know.
When do we ever get to say that you're saving almost £100 on stencils?
£100 on stencils. What? I know, right?
I would absolutely be going for that, even if, of course, you've not even stenciled before. I mean, wow.
Right,
these
Shop
are
Nature
naturals.
next. So 6 of these for £17.99. I love these.
Yeah, you're going to get your
these
2. I mean, these are almost an inch thick. These are your wooden slices. They're literally like the trunk of a tree.
Yeah.
They're great. They've got all the bark on there as well. And, of course, they're brilliant for stencil work. You can use your expanding paste on these as well. You've also got your door hanging plaques, which are wonderful. Again, I mentioned these would look great if you're doing your numbers for your house doors. All that house doors, yeah. And
house doors?
the house doors, door houses, door to your house. I don't know. And other doors inside the house.
Oh, do you know what a door house is, please?
I have no idea.
Oh, dear
It's all made of wood.
Sorry.
All made of wood.
Fran says, had a coupon through the door for free tenor products. Wonder if they knew I watched you guys.
I'm going to have to start using them.
Postcard, will you? Oh,
Right.
dear me. That's hilarious. Oh, dear me.
You've got all 6 of them.
Oh, Amanda says she just spat a cheese and mash out at the wet floor sign comment.
Cheese and mash? How are you going to say? Clean up on aisle 2. Honestly.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
the cheese and mash.
Oh,
But yeah,
dear.
all 6 of those in there. I mean, why am I even... Why am I even talking? No one's listening.
Should we go back to the paste?
Oh,
Right.
Marina says she's had a really awful day and I needed this laughter. Oh, Marina, do you know what?
Yeah.
It's worth it just for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Jane says she can't see for tears. and Elaine says, are there fumes in that paste?
I promise not.
No, imagine what that would be like.
Oh, my
Blinking
goodness.
neck.
Wow.
Oh, dear me.
I'm going to continue this pattern round because I did think one half.
Anna's having a hot flush.
I'm dripping.
You need tenner men.
I don't know where to go. Right. Right.
Oh, my tummy's hurting now. Stop approaching. Half the stock of this paste is now allocated.
Okay.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. So what I'm gonna do, I've popped my stem.
I don't even know what I'm laughing at
I
anymore.
don't anymore.
I actually don't know what
I'm actually so
I'm
confused. So.
Oh, they do them for men suspended.
I'd say that as a picture, but don't. I don't
Oh, dear.
Right, now I know that.
Stop off on the way home.
There we go. Perfect. Right, so I'm going over and I'm continuing this pattern because you've got full surface coverage. Oh my goodness. There we go.
Dear me.
Right, and what I'm going to do is I've matched up my pattern because it's a seamless pattern.
Lovely.
Which is absolutely stunning. And again, this is from that set of 24 stencils with your backgrounds. So we're going to go into our paste again. Okay, is that one mine? Let me have a little look.
I think
we go.
both are now.
I think I'm going to say claimed. There we are. With my palette knife, I'm going to go in with these to spread it evenly across the surface. I've chosen to use the embossed one out of the kit.
Yes,
because
nice.
it's much thicker.
Yeah,
okay.
love that.
Now, also as well, if you were to experience any underneath any areas of your stencil, any of the paste seeping through underneath, any bit of it bleeding, don't worry about it.
No.
With expanding paste, it adds to the effect. I really like it. So I'm going to start on here, working my way across with that palette knife, okay?
Right.
Spreading it all over. And you'll be surprised at how far this really goes. Keep cleaning the surface of that stencil. There we go. Oh no.
Caroline says the advert was on TV once and it's never been on again. Oh, dear me.
I'm having to be so careful. Right, okay.
That's hilarious. And it's only Monday. What are you going to be like by Friday? Well, David will be in Glasgow.
If you're in Glasgow, go and find out.
So I'll be laughing. Yeah, I'll be
Great.
laughing by myself. I think
Anyone
by
in
Friday.
Glasgow? I'd say don't bring me any in Glasgow, but that's not the sort of...
Can you imagine Carl's face? If somebody came up to you and said, "Can you just give this to David?" It's a bagger of tenner for men.
It's been an awkward 6-hour drive home.
Can you imagine his face?
I actually can
That'd
see
be
it now.
hilarious. Oh, dear me.
Oh my goodness. Right. Okay, so I've gone all over the stencil.
Oh,
that would
gosh.
be hilarious.
Oh, good grief.
And then before you finish it, just scrape your stencil clean. Look at how much you can still gather on the back of that knife. Okay.
Such a professional.
And rest your stencil in water. Okay,
Oh,
of course,
gosh.
I'll run it under a tap. It is completely drain safe. Then we've got our pattern now
Wow.
in continuation, which
That's
is just
amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful. So let's add the heat. Okay,
So
bring it up to
excited.
temperature. When you're working with fabric, just have it elevated ever so slightly so that heat is passing through the fabric. So you've got a bit of circulation going on. And watch what happens. Look at it grow. Look at this. It's just, oh.
Oh, I'm going to wait for this one because this is brilliant. Andrew put in the comments, what's tenner? And someone's put 2 fibres. But the best one is, I'll wait till you finish doing this because this is absolutely hilarious.
Oh my word.
Oh, dear me.
Wow. Look at this. Look at it coming to life. It's just, and you know what? When you're working with something like this, and I would most definitely, considering of how much stock is already dwindled, I would get an extra part.
Yeah.
because
absolutely.
it's at a great price today for an
dear.
introductory brand new product to our range. But look at what you can do.
I love this on fabric. I can't believe it's washable on fabric.
I know.
That's quite extraordinary, isn't it?
It is. It really, really is. Look at this. You want to make sure you're fully setting that entire mixture, making sure it's fully set on the surface. Look at that. It's so fun to do, and the fact that you can see it happen. Like, you have to go away and come back the next day and it's done it. That's no fun. You don't get to see it happen, but the fact it's instant.
I know. That's great.
There we go. This little area right there.
Look at that. Oh, I love it. So clever. And it is different to any other paste that I've used.
Oh, me
like
too.
This. You know, even similar ones to this. It's more. It's just more refined.
Yeah,
isn't it? In its structure. It's very, very cool.
You can colour it and it doesn't affect the consistency
I know,
of it.
right? That's amazing. You can add your paints to it.
Oh yeah, definitely. There we go. Look at that.
Just fabulous.
Woo! Look at all of this growing.
Great, isn't it?
Okay, so I'm just going to finish off just this little area there, just to wrap that up. There we go. A little bit just there. If you've missed any areas, you can go back in. You've got a real generous working time. If you'd pasted that, leave it 20 minutes and come back, you can still do the process. You don't have to do it instantly as well. So you could be doing the whole thing and then dry it all in one go. It's up to you.
Wow.
But look at that.
We're going to spin the wheel.
Oh my goodness, the time. What? I can't believe the time. Go on then.
I don't think I can.
Oh.
We're going to draw a winner. Right, let's spin this wheel. That's very funny though. You know, you get the wheel.
Tenner. No. Yvonne Aiken.
Okay.
Ready? Go on.
1, 2.
Yvonne Aiken.
Congratulations, Yvonne.
Spinning for you, Yvonne. It's David's fault.
What have we got?
Number 1, 100 points.
100 points.
100
Congratulations.
Points. Amazing. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. Amanda McLean Young, my hubby needs a level 3 as the target is never hit in the bowl. Good night. See you tomorrow.